Hi everyone, I hope everyone's well. This is a quick one. There's a very high profile case that is a cold case. It's probably been going on for 25 years. I think a lot of people have different stories, probably psychics have different downloads. I've never read on the case apart from I've done one case where I probably compare this case to McCann to another case. It's a short case, but I haven't read on this case. And the pictures I'm going to put up, I want you to focus on them, and I don't even think you need to focus on them. This is about a wider message. I'm not indicating this is what happened to the person, actually the child. This is JonBenet Ramsey. You'll know from the pictures. I found some pictures that are not, you might have seen them, but I've never seen them. I've always seen the same pictures. I mean, I've always seen like the bouffant hair with the makeup. I know JonBenet was in pageants, and that's because also her mum was, but I've never seen her mum as a small girl. I've seen it as she was older. When you look at these pictures, I don't even think you need to focus, but do you still see a 5 to 6 year old, or do you somehow, not questioning it, do you see a woman? Do you see a very young woman? Now, if you see a very young woman, and there's no shame to it because this is why I'm posting it, I don't see a 5 and 6 year old. So imagine seeing this 5-year-old, and it started from 4 or 5. I don't think she got to 6. Day in, day out, always, because they practice, like this. Like, this is not just pageants of dress up. This is beyond that. This is that even family members could lose the sense that this is a 5-year-old. This is a 5-year-old that could be getting ready after school in these pageant dresses, walking down the street to the pageant practice, the hall, dressed like this. This is, if this doesn't look like exploitation, subjection of your child, of a child, if this doesn't look like bait to even the sane man, human man, because it can be any sex. I'm sorry to put it that way, but what do you think? These photos really disturbed me because it's beyond a costume. Some of the costumes are like My Fair Lady costume. This is not only about tail feathers at the back that you see at carnivals, which now in the carnivals, right now is like the bikinis, and it's the hardly any underwear under the tail feathers, and it's not even about dress up. It's beyond that. Some of this is even old-fashioned women, but looking like a very attractive young, who's a child, but a young woman. And even like the one with her mother and her hair, look at her hair. Did JonBenet also lose her innocence of being a 5-year-old? Did they automatically forget she's 5 because of how they used to see her? Could she be herself? Was she gonna probably go down a bipolar, body dysphoria, and would she have a duplex personality where she wouldn't then be able to differentiate? Would she know as a boundary that when she's walking around in the house and there's guests, to slant your hips from side to side is probably not appropriate? It's not what a child would do. How can a child differentiate between that? Now, if you've worked, or if people that work with children that have been offended or abused or whatever, they become hypo on that area. They will do stuff even as a child to gain the attraction and attention from the older or the opposite sex or whatever it is. And so would she have had any issues with her digestion, her sleep, maybe urine, maybe fear, maybe anxiety? Those are all questions that I have. But I'm posting this because even if you have a child that's doing little modeling, you may lose the perspective of what you're actually seeing. And I felt these pictures really put into perspective a lot of things. And you will see I also add pictures towards the end of the way she should have been allowed to be. You know, it's okay attending like the child, sort of beauty child of the state once a year, but not these pageants that go on every few months. And there's one particular picture where she's a toddler, and in that toddler phase, I feel her energy. I feel that she's the toddler she's supposed to be. And right after that, it's where you lose her energy. And so I just really wanted to put this out there. I'm not saying this is the cause or connected to the cause. I have my own thoughts. But even if you see this, it might make you think about a few things, whether to do with this case, whether it's to do with children and protecting children, and how we can, it's not the word adaptable, I've lost the word, it's AC something, to what we see on a daily basis. The word is not acquainted. There's acquainted and I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's not that I can't say it, it's just not coming to me. And you lose the reality. I just really wanted to put this message out there. Let me know if you've seen these pictures before. And again, this is not only to those that follow cases within their own jurisdiction or a particular case by name. This is a message that I wish gets shared, and hopefully it rings a few light bulbs for people that maybe, or parents that haven't seen it in this way, but can pick up a message through this to protect children, to protect vulnerable, and to protect yourselves as well. Bye for now.